I'm saying, you gotta keep going. Oh my god! That was.
All right. Oh, there you are. Let me see if I got. Ha! Dude, it's been so long. I got fucking long hair, a beard. I got some gray ass hair up in this motherfucker. It's been a long time, but welcome to the resurrection of the podcast. 45 Lampkin Lane, baby. The resurrection. It's been a damn long time. I stopped for a while. Some of the reasons I stopped, one is I had a thumb tumor. My right thumb, of course, the dominant thumb that I use. I started having pain in my thumb, and I do a lot of art and sculpting and shit. So, started to get a little swollen, and what happened was I got a wicked serious ingrown nail. Oh my god, it was the worst fucking pain I ever felt in my life. So I got an ingrown nail, and it just kept swelling up, and the nail stopped growing, and so I knew something was fucked up. So I went to I didn't have fucking the right health insurance, so it took forever to get me in and seen by somebody and all that shit. And then so finally, you know, I finally went in the fucking tube thing, and it's nobody told me that when you go in that thing, it's loud as shit when it takes pictures or whatever. So she said it would be nice and peaceful in there, you know. Just she was like, you could just relax, listen to music and shit. Very nice nurse, whatever. They're very good people. And so I'm laying in the fucking tube. Then all of a sudden I hear cat 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 cat. I was like, it sounded like somebody was shooting off an AK-47. And I was like, dude, I really don't fucking need this right now. So I was like, yo, yo, yo. And she's like, what are you doing? I was like, what the fuck was that? And she goes, oh, it's just taking a picture. I was like, yeah, sounds like a fucking hammer going off, though. But anyway, so we got the results from that, and he realized there was like a growth in there. At first, he told me it was a tumor that was like eating away at my bone. And first of all, if somebody has a fucking tumor, it doesn't matter what it is. This ended up being a cyst. But people were like, well, it wasn't cancer, right? No, it wasn't cancer, but, you know, the fucking months that I, you know, couldn't get this shit done and was wondering what it was, that was a swell time for me. Trust me, not traumatic or anything at all, right? But, you know, some people just don't know any better. And, you know, before that, too, there was just a bunch of people talking a bunch of shit on the... And it was just like, you know, the bad comments started to outweigh the good. And I was like, dude, what the fuck am I doing this for? I'm trying to do this to entertain people and be good. And I know that I got the Chris Darren interview, and that kind of pissed some people off. How the fuck do you motherfuckers with beards tolerate this shit? Honestly. I've had this thing for fucking a year, and I hate it. 2 years, maybe now. Fucking 2 years, yeah. So maybe a year or two. Right? It's got all gray streaks in it. But anyways. Nah, I just got sick of that shit. And then, you know what? But then I said, I'm doing this to entertain you guys. I'm gonna probably have like a person I do this with. I kind of started thinking like, you know, I'm gonna come back. And who gives a fuck what anybody fucking says? It's the fucking internet. It's probably some motherfucker with 2 first names, which I think it was. So with the new Halloween coming out, that shit made me kind of amped and all that shit. And I wanted to get to know the people in the movie. I knew somebody that knew Jim Courtney, so they facilitated with me, and I got to talk to him, and I actually have been texting with him and talking with him, and it was awesome, right? And you know, he's a busy celebrity now, and he's actually, I shouldn't say now, that's very stupid, I apologize for that. He was in Buffy a long ass time ago, and actually my buddy Mike Aspinwall had talked about him before Halloween. And actually a long time ago, Mike Aspinwall said there's this guy that plays this, I don't remember the character's name, but this guy that plays this character, he reminds me of Michael Myers, whatever. And that was it. He didn't say nothing else, but years later, now in 2018, that would become Michael Myers. So I was messaging with him a lot, talking with him a lot, agreed to get him on the podcast. Well, that was actually going to be a lot harder than I thought. Not because of him. He was willing and awesome immediately. But I had to go through all these interviews and stuff like that. It was such a cool experience, dude. I'm laying in my bed one day, and I don't ever answer my phone if it's like a call I don't know. So, oh, I thought that said 10 minutes. I was like, what the hell? It's a brand new memory card. I looked at my phone and I'm like, that's a Cambridge number. So I've never got like random numbers from Cambridge call me. So I was like, I should probably, I'm going to call that back. So I called it back, and it was, I think it was either NBC Studios or something like that. I'd have to look back at all the emails I got and stuff. It was crazy. It was a crazy time, so I know I should remember all this very exciting stuff, but, this is just sort of a resurrection podcast. I just want to, this podcast is to tell you guys what's to come, and just to goof off a little bit, which the rest of them aren't going to be as horror themed. A lot of them are going to be funny and shit, characters and shit, right? Even though this is my real beard. This is real, dude. You don't think this is real, dude? Anyways. So, yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, so back to Jim Courtney. So, I did that. I interviewed online in an email with Universal, and they were very cool, dude. They said they were going to give me notes. They were going to give me, like, pictures to, like, release. Dude, that would have been awesome. I have all the emails. I got everything. I'm not... There's a lot of people on here that just clout chase and shit like that. I was just excited, dude. I just wanted to talk to Jim Courtney and have an interview with him. What ended up happening was, Jim's very busy, so he couldn't make a couple times. And then my grandfather passed away on my dad's side, which is really weird. Like, really fucking weird, because I just met my dad in 2001. So our relationship isn't, like, terrible, but I don't talk to him all the time. I haven't seen him. And it was really messed up. Like, I went paintballing with a buddy of mine for his bachelor party or something like that. I can't remember. I think that's what it was. And I get a text message from my dad's girlfriend. And she says, your grandfather died. And I'm like, oh shit, first of all, right? And then she's like, you should come with me to the wake. And we'll surprise your dad or some shit like that. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Okay, first of all, let's look at what happened here. My grandfather fucking died. My dad didn't call me to tell me about it. Right? So, and I know they were having problems, right? So, this is like personal, but whatever. I know she like lived with a husband or some shit, so they were having issues. So I felt like that was her way of like trying to like weasel back into it. And I was just like, yeah. I just never answered, dude. So that shit threw me for a fucking loop. I felt so bad. And I know you guys are saying, oh, your own grandfather's funeral, you didn't go to that shit? Dude, it took a lot. I went back and forth for a long time. And it's also a couple hours away. So, the weather was wicked shitty, so I didn't want to risk mine and my girlfriend's life to... I don't fucking know. I really don't know, dude. Maybe that's just an excuse I had, because, I don't know. But it sucked, dude. And so my grandfather passed away. That was the night we were supposed to do the Jim Courtney interview, finally, right? And so I said, hey, Mr. Courtney, whatever, my fucking grandfather died. And, I don't know, he kind of just never got back to me, but it's like, whatever, he probably was, I don't know, he might not have even ever seen the message, who knows, right? But so that's what ended up happening, and then another day I was gonna do the podcast, and I got fucking burned like wicked bad on my arm. I know that kind of looks stupid, but here's what I want you to do. Can we see that? See how it's like a splash? And it goes all up my arm, dude. There's like splash marks up my arm. Holy shit, who wants to walk with Elias, dude? That's what I look like. Bring Saggy. No, but so I got fucking burned. And I'm like, yeah. It just kind of again took me out, and I didn't want to fucking do anything. So with 45 Lampkin Lane, what I wanted to do was bring more characters to the table, make this shit a little more funnier. So, cause what you gotta do, I feel, in the podcast world, let me just, butt my computer so that motherfucker don't go out. What I wanted to do, though, excuse me, what I wanted to do was, make 45 Lampkin Lane sort of like not a comedy show, but just like, you know, something you could riff with, shit like that. Because what I feel you need to do in the podcast world is like, I'm not a celebrity, I'm not fucking famous, I wasn't NFL before this, WWE, UFC, nothing like that, right? So why should you listen to my shit, right? Basically, it's like, why the fuck am I gonna listen to this idiot who has a wicked sweet beard, like, just talk shit for a fucking 45 minutes to an hour, right? So I'm trying to find that medium of what to give you, so it's like, I want to see what he has to say today, or we want to listen today. And so for that, I think we're gonna do, like, prizes and shit like that. We'll do advice, you know, so people can call in. That's probably when we get a little bigger, and if we ever get a little bigger, and I really don't care about money and shit, but no, I just think this could be really fun. So for today, I mean, that's basically it for today. And I know we're only at 11 minutes, so what I'm going to do is go through some, we'll go through some of the shit I've done, like sculpts and stuff like that. But what I wanted to start with is this little guy. I did this a little while ago, though, so Matt, if you probably already saw that. But that's a sculpt I did. It's from the It 2017 reboot, or whatever you want to call it. Want to know what's dope, though? He had a fucking thing of drool that, like, went down his mouth, and I don't know what happened. Like, somewhere along the line, sitting on the thing, I mean, I don't know, it was with glue, like rubber cement. It was dope. Dope, dope, dope. What else we got? I wanted to show y'all something else. I got, where the fuck did it go? Oh, here it is. Everyone's doing like 1/6, and I'm big into 1/6. I love 1/6 sculpts. So this is sort of like a 1/6. I got paint all over my fingers, sorry. 2018 Michael that I did. All my sculpts, like, I see everyone using enhancements and all that. Not for like the mini sculpts, but these are just all regular hand sculpts. Yo, I feel like that the tumor in my thumb too, it looks all weird now, dude. Like, cause they did surgery on it. I had surgery and they removed the cyst, but that was random. But I feel like it like fucked up my other fingernails. Like now my other fingernails grow weird and shit. I don't know if there's any relation. But yeah, nah. So I mean, I do custom sculpts too. So if you want one, something like this, 4, 5, 6, H2O, whatever the fuck you want, I got your ass, playboy. You know what? I kind of also wanted to show you guys the fan film mask, but I don't know, dude. I really don't know what the fuck's going on with that. The camera we used was pretty damn good, but then when I went to transfer the quality over, It was pretty damn shitty. But I went ahead and edited it anyway. I went to fucking edit it, and the footage when I transferred it, the footage was fucking trash. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I might finish it. I don't know if you guys are cool with that quality. It's fine, but it just pisses me off because I've worked so hard to fucking get good quality, and someone was telling me, simply I gotta throw it into fucking like Vegas or something, because I was using some shitty editor. But those are the most basic, dude. I don't understand why they can't make like a Vegas version where it's not fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like where it's simple. But anyways. So yeah, I want to do skits and shit. I want to do so much. There's so much I want to do. I even want to try stand up at some point. Sometimes the shit you hear on here might be a bit. Obviously today's a little more serious. Clearly, right? Just because I'm trying to tell you guys what's going to be ahead. This is by no means probably is going to be that entertaining. It's not even going to be that long. I'm probably going to axe it around 20 minutes, just because this is just the intro. And I got Vinny Accardo on the theme intro. I might have him make me a new updated one. Even though that one's not horror-esque, I really want to change everything about Lampkin Lane and really try to reinvent what we've been doing already, I don't even want to call this I don't even want to number this after the last one. I want to almost make this like podcast number 1, but I'm not going to do that just because that would I feel like that erases what I kind of worked for with the other ones. And those were really fucking good, dude. There was some, excuse me, we had Canadian Jeff on that shit. He's fucking hilarious. Mike Aspinwall, he was in the Halloween comics. I mean, that's like, he's like, why is he saying that? But I just can't get over how fucking cool that is that guy was in a Halloween comic. That's awesome. So he's been on, we've had personal trainers. Chris Duran from Halloween H2O. He played Michael Myers. And that was, I owe him a big thank you because without Chris Duran, I'm not sure the Jim Courtney interview would have went over. When I was on the phone with them, they were asking me a bunch of weird questions. Like, well, not weird questions. I guess it's questions you would expect, like, regarding, like, podcast shit. So they asked me how many likes I got, how many dislikes. They were asking how many, obviously, views I got. And, I told them that Chris Duran one's the most views I ever got on a podcast. I think it's, like, a couple thousand now or something. They ended up fucking blocking it in a country because it has Halloween H2O in the title. Halloween H2O is water, you piece of shit. Anyways, that's to YouTube, not Chris. And they were like, well, we saw that we looked at it, we saw you interviewed Chris Duran, and that, I'm not tooting my own horn. This is no joke what they said. They said it was a good interview, and they would basically what they said was if it was going to be along those lines, then it would probably be okay, to interview Jim. And Jim's agent was a sweetheart and very nice. Her name is well, actually I can't say it. That's why we do this shit. I'm not editing nothing out, It's gonna be funny. We're gonna be fucking goofy and probably say some retarded shit at times. Or dumb shit, whatever your mind prefers. And yeah, that's I've been trying to do this forever. It's not that well, first of all, I hadn't had a memory card forever, and I just kept getting backed up with orders and shit. And yeah. Oh, I'm getting itchy. I kept getting backed up with orders. So I couldn't, every time I wanted to come back, I couldn't do it. Yeah, I think it's time for this thing to go. What do you think? Want to see me shave real quick? The fastest shave in the world? Bruh, left some scruff on that bitch, too. Alright, well, for what it was, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. The episodes are probably going to be same like they were. They're 45 minutes long. If you guys enjoy the shit out of them, then they'll be longer. I'm also probably going to have somebody with me. I tried for a long time to get certain people that I thought it would work with, you know what I mean? And a lot of them are busy. Some of them are having fucking kids. Kevin Laporto, I will fucking call you out. Congratulations on your kid, dude. Beautiful, beautiful child. Really, seriously about that. But you need to fucking come on this podcast, dude. With you and me sitting here just talking shit, I think people would fucking listen to that every day. And there's another dude, Mike Matos. He's a friend of our family. I call him he's like our cousin. He is fucking hilarious too, and so he's probably gonna be on here too. So I would just keep watching, man. We're gonna do big shit. We're gonna have big people on. I've already talked to some people, some big people. Saggy. Some big fucking people, dude. Bigger than me, rather. And they've also agreed. So, basically what I just have to do is keep trucking on and get some numbers up. And then you'll start seeing good shit. That's probably going to do it, though. Our scenery's also going to change. I keep saying that's going to do it, but I just want to make sure I cover everything before I let y'all go, alright? And it's WrestleMania Sunday. I hope everybody that's enjoys WWE and enjoys that tonight. This is all going to change. I got the 2018 back there. That might stay there. I got some lights here. I want to incorporate my light up pumpkin. He lights up different colors and shit. I mean, it's out. And, what else was I going to say? The firehouse is probably... I'll probably move that. I made that shit myself, bruh. Oh, real quick, before I hang up... before I let you guys go, dude. So, here you can see a model fire station that I proudly display. The lights turn on and shit. But the reason I bring it up is because when I used to have it on the ground back in the fucking day. And it would just be like cardboard boxes. This is like, I sculpted bricks and stuff into it and put lights in it and all that stuff. The garages work. But the models were still expensive, but I used to have cardboard boxes with the squares cut out for garages, and I'd put this isn't even that long ago, dude. I'm so immature. This is like probably like, 19 or early 20s. It's probably not early 20s. I think it was like 16 to 20. We'll put it that way. So this girl comes up one time, and I would put sheets over them or blankets or something, so nobody, like, if my boys were there, I didn't care. I'd be like, whatever, fuck you. But if girls came in, I would, like, put sheets or blankets over it. So one time, this girl came up, and we were going to sit on the bed or something, and I forget, it was, like, cold or something, so she wanted a blanket. And she goes, I don't want something too thick. I just want a sheet. I'm just going to sit here. She was like going to sit up against the wall and do one of those numbers where they put the fucking blanket over themselves, whatever. And she goes, I want to use that. I'm like, no. And she's like, why? And then I think she thought that it was like dirty or something, or like maybe a fucking jizz rag, right? Who knows? But I was like, oh, no, you can't use that. Just leave that there. And then she goes, is there something under that? And I was like, no, it's a pillow, dude. I was like, chill. Like, what the fuck are you digging for? I hate when people do that. Like, they have to know and be detective. Dude, she fucking boots it. I was like, oh. And she was like, I don't understand. And then I didn't let her take the fucking sheet away. I'd rather have all my trucks destroyed and be trampled than to have the sheet be revealed and to reveal a bunch of little fire trucks under there in a fucking box, with fucking Sharpie that says fire department on it. I've since grown in art since then and learned not to put them on the fucking ground. Pretty stupid and weird thing that I did there. But yeah, so that's it. We're probably gonna do it every Saturday, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one in my stupid fire engine story. I'm not done. I'm not done. Not done. I'm not done. I'm gonna stop saying goodbye because I'm not done.